the whole earth be full of your glory. The whole earth is full of your glory.
Let the whole earth be full
Of your glory. The whole earth is full of your glory. Somebody say,
welcome to the Glory Realm Devotion Moment. This is the day the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Today on the Glory Realm Devotion Moment, we're looking at Ephesians chapter number 5. We read yesterday from chapter 5 from verse number 10 and 11, basically focusing on verse number 10. And then we went on to 11. Now, verse number 10 tells us that we should be the light. And verse number 11, going on to verse number 11, telling us we should be the light of the world. I'm just, putting Paul's idea with that of Jesus. We should reprove darkness. The life that we live should expose the ugly, shameful things that happen in darkness or with darkness by being the light to our world and generation. In other words, we should be people of great examples. People that inspire our world and our generation in the right direction. And then goes on to verse number 12, says, for it is a shame even to speak or mention the things that such people practice in secret. So, he's making reference to the need for us to expose, reprove, and convict people who live evil lives by being the light, by being the direct opposite of who they are. Now, he said it's even shameful to talk about what they do in secret. And now this is the days of Paul, but today, everywhere all over the world, some of those things that were considered to be shameful, that they hardly talk about even in secret, is now everywhere. These are the last days. And Paul writing to Timothy said, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Jesus talked about that in the book of Matthew. All right? And we are in the end times Paul talked about. Made it clear that, in the last days, men shall be lovers of themselves and lovers of pleasure and lovers of themselves. And this is very typical of our generation right now. The Lord must be very close. He must be at the door. And we mustn't take this for granted. Beloved, the truth is, everything spoken about, prophesied about in the scripture, they are all in place right now. And it tells you that we are at the final moment as touching this word. Verse number 12 says, for it is a shame even to speak or mention the things that such people practice in secret. It's no longer in secret, it's now outside. It's now in the open. It is now, what people do with a lot of boldness, and they get protection for doing that. And you speak against it today, you can be arrested. You know what I'm talking about. All right? Verse number 13 says, but when anything is exposed and reproved by the light, it is made visible and clear. And where everything is visible and clear, there is light. And that this is kind of an answer to the hostile, response we get even from government, from our present generation. There are certain things when you start speaking against them today, you're going to get a very, very hostile, response. They are going to come at you not just with condemnation, but you may suffer some serious attack. A lot of people have been assaulted, but you see, now he didn't even just talk about it. Verse 13 said that, but when anything is exposed and reproved by delight. So you just living the life as a child of God, as a Christian, is already a rebuke. Even if you didn't say anything, you're already rebuking it. He says it will be exposed and reproved by the light. It is made visible and clear. All right? It will just become obvious. The darkness does not struggle with the light. The darkness knows that the light comes, and that's the end of the darkness. All right? Light dispels darkness. Darkness does not overwhelm light. We just need to be the light. And then it ends with this. It says, and where everything is visible and clear, there is light. Be the light in your neighborhood. Be the light wherever you find yourself. And let Jesus be glorified. The best way to be the light is to have delight in you. And Jesus is the light of the world. He said, I am the light of the world. And when you have him in you, you become the light of the world. He said, you are the light of the world. A city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. Make him your Lord and Master today. Your life will never be the same. Till I come your way again, I'm Igho Louis. God bless you.
He is my God. He is my King. Is there somebody who has such testimony in the house tonight? So can we give him the praise? Can we give him the glory that's due unto his name? Come on, if he's your King, come on, give him the praise. Now, this is a dance, everyone. Come on, hear me, let's go. Come on, somebody go.